This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product.
Now, let's crochet these 3 cats. The heads, bodies, hats, arms and legs are exactly the same. Here, we use the shark cat to demonstrate their same parts. First, take out practice yarn onto the corresponding crochet hook. Follow the basic tutorial to practice the basic stitches. Now, crochet the heads of these 3 cats. There are 2 crochet methods for the heads of the 3 cats. 2 heads require changing yarn, while the other one does not. The entire process uses white yarn. We will demonstrate crocheting the head of this shark cat that requires changing yarn. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. First, hold the yarn on hand. Hold the yarn tail with one hand. The other palm is facing up. Wrap the yarn tail once around the little finger. Pass the yarn through the palm. Then pass the yarn between the middle finger and index finger and hang it on the index finger. Use the middle finger and thumb to pinch the yarn tail. This way, the yarn is held securely. This yarn is movable. You can pull the yarn tail to lengthen it. You can also pull the working yarn. The working yarn refers to the yarn connected to the yarn ball. Pull the working yarn to shorten the yarn tail. Leave a sufficiently long yarn tail here. The fabric is made starting with a magic ring. First, make a magic ring on your hand. Wrap the yarn tail around your middle finger once. There is a crossing point here. Pinch the crossing point with your thumb. Take out the crochet hook. You can hold the crochet hook like holding a knife. Or you can hold the crochet hook like holding a pen. Choose whichever you prefer. Here, I will demonstrate using the knife grip. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on your middle finger and place it in front of the working yarn. The yarn hanging on your index finger is the working yarn. Turn the crochet hook head toward the working yarn. Catch the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the loop on your middle finger. Rotate the crochet hook at the same time. Turn the crochet hook head toward yourself. The loop on the middle finger forms a magic ring. In this video, we will learn how to create a crochet fabric using a magic ring. Creating such a crochet fabric using a magic ring is often used when making amigurumi toys. The creation of a magic ring is a fundamental skill. The method of creating with a magic ring is called the magic ring technique. The video will demonstrate 2 methods for creating a magic ring. You can choose freely which one to learn. Now let's create a magic ring. There are 2 methods to create a magic ring. Let's first learn the first method. Hold the end of the yarn with your right hand. Left palm facing up. Pinch the yarn end with your right hand. Pass the yarn through between the pinky and ring fingers. Wrap the yarn around the pinky once. Then pass through the palm between the middle and index fingers. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Pinch the yarn end with your thumb and middle finger. Wrap the yarn around the middle finger once. Press the crossed position with your thumb. Take out the crochet hook. We can hold the crochet hook like holding a pen. Or hold the crochet hook like holding a knife. You can choose the method of holding the crochet hook. In the video, we demonstrate using the knife grip. Now the hook head of the crochet hook is facing us. Insert the crochet hook from right to left. Pass through the loop on the middle finger. Continue to push the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the yarn hanging on the index finger. The yarn hanging on the index finger is called the working yarn. Next, rotate the crochet hook. Let the hook head of the crochet hook face the working yarn. Drag the crochet hook. The hook head catches the working yarn. Continue to drag the crochet hook. The crochet hook carries the yarn. Pass through the loop on the middle finger. Then rotate the crochet hook so that the hook head faces us. Now a loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. This forms a magic ring on the middle finger. Next, make a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing towards yourself. Lift the working yarn with the crochet hook. Wrap the working yarn around the crochet hook once. Continue to pull the crochet hook. Pull the working yarn. The hook carries the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. Now, there is a loop on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. One chain stitch is completed. Remove the crochet hook. Use your right thumb and index finger to pinch the middle of the two loops. It is the position of the chain stitch. Find the yarn end. Pull the yarn end. The magic ring will become smaller. Pull the magic ring. the magic ring will become larger. The magic of the magic ring lies in its ability to freely adjust in size. Next, make single crochet stitches on the magic ring. Pinch the fabric with your right hand. Wrap the working yarn around your pinky finger once. Pass it through the palm between the middle and index fingers. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Pinch the fabric with thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the loop. Use the tension of your index finger to tighten the loop. Tighten the loop until it is the same size as the crochet hook. Now the loop can move freely on the crochet hook. Next, adjust the position of your thumb and middle finger. Pinch the two strands below the magic ring. Be sure to pinch these two strands tightly and do not let go. Now let's make a single crochet. In order to prevent the loop on the crochet hook from deforming, you can use your index or middle finger to press down on the loop on the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Note that there are now 3 loops on the hook. The crochet hook is below the working yarn. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. The hook head is also facing us. Press the working yarn down with the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Yarn over with the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook through the magic ring. There is significant twisting here. You can use your index finger to hold down the twisted part. Then adjust the position of the loop. The loops are formed on the crochet hook. Push the loops to the back of the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing yourself. Lift the working yarn up with the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook once. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now a loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. A V shape is formed here. A V shape represents 1 stitch. Place a stitch marker on this V shape as a marker. Take out the stitch marker. The stitch marker passes through the gap below the V shape. Pass through the two strands of the V shape. Attach the stitch marker. On the first stitch of each round, a stitch marker needs to be placed as a marker. This helps everyone quickly find the position of the first stitch. The first single crochet is completed. Second single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook once. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Second single crochet is completed. Third single crochet. During the process, you need to constantly adjust the position of your thumb and middle finger. Leave enough space for inserting the hook to make a single crochet. Fourth single crochet. Fifth single crochet. Sixth single crochet. Six single crochet are completed. You will notice there is a hole in the middle. Here you need to find the position of the yarn end. Pinch the sixth single crochet you made. Pull the yarn end like this. Tighten the gap in the magic ring until the gap in the middle completely disappears. Now learn the second method. Pinch the position of the yarn end with your left hand. Hold this section of yarn connected to the skein with your right hand. Hold the yarn with your right hand. Wrap it over the top of the yarn end. Hinge the cross position of the yarn with your left thumb and middle finger. A loop is formed. Hold the yarn connected to the skein with your right hand. Place it behind the loop. Use your right thumb and index finger. Pull the yarn connected to the skein out from inside the loop. Rotate the loop held by the right hand. Hinge the cross position of the yarn with your left thumb and middle finger. The right hand holds the yarn connected to the skein. Place it behind the upper loop. Hinge the yarn connected to the skein through the upper loop. Pull the section of yarn in the middle of this loop. Tighten the middle loop. Use the left thumb and index finger. Pinch the position of the middle knot. Then pull the yarn connected to the skein to make the upper loop smaller. The loop below is the magic ring. Now let's demonstrate the magic of the magic ring. Pull the yarn end out from inside the loop. Pull the yarn end. The magic ring tightens. Pull the magic ring. The magic ring can enlarge. The size of the magic ring can be adjusted freely. This is the magic of the magic ring. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the top loop. Pull the yarn connected to the skein. Tighten the loop on the crochet hook. Use your thumb and index finger. Pinch the knot position. Pass the working yarn between the pinky and ring fingers of the left hand. Wrap the yarn around the pinky once. Pass through the palm. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Then use the thumb and middle finger of the left hand. Pinch the two strands below the magic ring. You can start making single crochet stitches on the magic ring. For the head, we need to crochet one chain stitch at the beginning of each round. The chain stitch acts as the standing stitch for single crochet. It serves to balance the height. At the end of each round, crochet 1 slip stitch to join the beginning and end. The chain stitch and slip stitch here are not counted in the stitch count. The first round has 1 chain stitch followed by 8 single crochet. End with a slip stitch. Start with 1 chain stitch. The crochet hook is now in front of the working yarn. Turn over the hook from bottom to top. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Attach the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. 1 chain stitch is completed. This video will explain the method of making a chain stitch. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Make the hook head face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. A chain stitch is completed. The chain stitch here serves as the standing stitch for the single crochet. Establish the balanced height. Do not include the chain stitch in the stitch count. Next, make 8 single crochet. Remove the magic ring from the middle finger. Pinch the 2 strands on the left of the magic ring with your middle finger and thumb. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Then yarn over the hook from bottom to top. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Catch the yarn with the crochet hook head and pull it through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push these 2 loops down to the base of the crochet hook. Or use your index finger to press these 2 loops. And pull upward to enlarge the loops. This step makes it easier for the crochet hook to pass through these 2 loops later. Next, yarn over the hook again from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Catch the yarn and pull it through these 2 loops on hook. 1 single crochet is completed. From the side view, a single crochet forms a V shape. Pick up the 2 strands of this V shape and attach a stitch marker. Take out the stitch marker. Pick up the 2 strands of the V shape and attach the stitch marker. The stitch marker serves as a marker. Attach a stitch marker to the first stitch of each round. Complete the remaining 7 single crochet using the same method. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook from bottom to top. Turn the crochet hook head downward. The hook catches the yarn. Pull the yarn through the magic ring. Pull the loops down to the base of the crochet hook. Or hold them down and stretch upward. Yarn over the hook again from bottom to top. The hook catches the yarn and pulls the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. A second single crochet is completed. From the side view, the 2 single crochet form to V shapes. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook again from bottom to top. Yarn over the hook again from bottom to top. The hook catches the yarn and pulls the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. A second single crochet is completed. From the side view, the 2 single crochet form to V shapes. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook from bottom to top. Catch the working yarn with the crochet hook head. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Then pull the yarn through the magic ring. At this point, there are 2 loops on hook. Push the loops down to the base of the crochet hook. Alternatively, use your index finger to hold and enlarge the loops. Yarn over the hook again from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Catch the yarn and pull it through these 2 loops on hook. The third single crochet is completed. From the side view, there are 3 V shapes. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Eighth. Eight single crochet are completed. In this video, we will explain the method of making a single crochet. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch position. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face us. Place the crochet hook below the working yarn. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook. The hook head catches the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loops on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. Now place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head should face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook. Bring the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now a new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. A single crochet is completed. Enlarge the loop and remove the hook. Let us count the stitches. From the side view, the first round forms 8 V shapes. Start counting from the stitch marker. The first. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. The seventh. The eighth. The stitch count is correct. Place the crochet hook back into the loop. Use the tension of your index finger to tighten the loop. Pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. Tighten the magic ring until there are no gaps in the center. Finally, work a slip stitch. Insert the hook below the two strands of the V shape of the first stitch where the stitch marker is attached. These two strands of the V shape represent one stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Insert the crochet hook through both strands of the V-shape simultaneously. Next, yarn over the hook from bottom to top. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Catch the yarn on to pull it through the stitch. There are two loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. A slip stitch is completed. In this video, we will explain how to create a slip stitch. With the crochet hook's head facing towards us, insert the crochet hook into the next stitch position. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook under the working yarn, with the hook head facing towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook. Bring the yarn through the first 2 loops. A loop is formed on the crochet hook. Continue to pull the newly formed loop through the original loop on the crochet hook. This forms a slip stitch. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. A slip stitch is done. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. Now the entire round of crocheting is completed. Here you can see a horizontal V shape. Here is a vertical V shape. This horizontal V shape is the slip stitch from the previous round. This vertical V shape is the chain stitch of this round. Next, you need to crochet a slip stitch to connect the beginning and end. This slip stitch is not counted in the stitch count. We can see that this slip stitch looks very tight. Not particularly obvious. These 3 slip stitches appear relatively wide and obvious. This is because we did not tighten the slip stitch during the process. Therefore, the slip stitch must be tightened. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop, then tighten the loop. A crochet hook needs to pass through the 2 strands of the V shape where the stitch marker is placed. Now there are 3 strands on the crochet hook. Wrap the crochet hook around the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the first 2 strands on the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Then continue to pull the yarn through the existing loop on the crochet hook. Now there is 1 loop left on the crochet hook. This completes the slip stitch. This V shape is formed by the slip stitch. Tighten this V shape. The slip stitch here is not counted in the stitch count. It needs to be tightened. This can prevent it from being mistaken as a stitch. We can use the index finger to press down on the loop on the crochet hook. Then move diagonally upwards. Pull the loop on the crochet hook. Now you will notice that this V shape has become smaller. And there is a noticeable difference from the V shape next to it. Then pull the working yarn to reduce the loop on the crochet hook. This way you can continue crocheting the next round. Make sure to tighten the slip stitch. This can prevent the stitch formed by the slip stitch from being too wide, and to prevent the V-shape formed by the slip stitch from being mistaken as a stitch. This can avoid errors in the crocheting process. From the side view, the slip stitch also forms a V-shape. It resembles the stitch of the previous single crochet. To prevent mistaking it for a stitch, we need to tighten the slip stitch here. Hold the loop on the crochet hook with your index finger. Pull diagonally upward. The slip stitch becomes very small. The slip stitch here serves as a connector. It is not included in the stitch count. The first round is completed. Here is a diagram to explain what you just did and how you can visualize the crochet pattern. Each number in this diagram represents a V-shaped stitch. The blue circle in the middle shows the first round. That is a magic ring. There are 6 single crochet. This is what the first round looks like. The outer yellow circle shows the second round. It is the round we just finished. It has 12 V-shaped stitches. From the diagram, you can see that each round forms a complete circle of stitches. The last stitch ends just behind the first stitch. The stitches don't overlap within a round. Now, let's review what we did in the second round. We started by inserting the crochet hook into the first stitch of the first round. That is the one marked with the yellow stitch marker. We first made a single crochet into that stitch. Fix this stitch. Then I said to turn it into an increase stitch, so we need to crochet one more single crochet into the same stitch. This becomes the second V shape. Crocheting 2 stitches into the same stitch is called an increase stitch. Abbreviated as INC. For the second round, the instruction is to make 6 increase stitches. If you look at this diagram, you'll see that every 2 stitches correspond to 1 stitch of the previous round. That's why if you look around the circle, we actually made 6 increase stitches in total, but there are 12 V-shaped stitches. This is how the fabric changes from this small circle into a slightly bigger one. Here is a new diagram. It can help you visualize what to do in the third round. In this diagram, the yellow inner circle with numbers represents the second round. Remember, at the end of the second round, there are 12 V-shaped stitches. It's this part. Now, we'll make this circle bigger by following the third round's pattern. The third round is shown by the outer pink circle. To start the third round, first crochet a single crochet stitch, abbreviated as SC. This stitch should be worked into the first stitch of the second round. So this is the first single crochet of the third round. You need to crochet into the first stitch of the second round. That is the stitch marked with the yellow stitch marker. Next, we will make an increased stitch in the next stitch. This is the next stitch of the second round. We will make an increased stitch here. Remember, an increased stitch means crocheting to single crochet into the same stitch. Now you will have 3 V-shaped stitches. The stitches in the parentheses make up one sequence. This sequence needs to be repeated 6 times. Make a single crochet in the next stitch. Then, make an increased stitch in the next stitch. Repeat the sequence inside the parentheses again. We need to repeat this process fully 6 times. This sequence actually equals 3 V-shaped stitches. In the end, you will have 3 multiplied by 6, which equals 18 V-shaped stitches. This is what the number after the equal sign means. Maintain moderate tension while crocheting. Too loose will cause the fabric to deform. Too tight will prevent the crochet hook from passing through the stitches. The second round begins with 1 chain stitch. Then, work 8 increased stitches, and end with 1 slip stitch. Start with 1 chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook from bottom to top. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Catch the yarn and pull it through the loop on the crochet hook. 1 chain stitch is completed. Here, the chain stitch serves as the standing stitch for the single crochet. It balances the height. It is not counted in the stitch count. Enlarge the loop and remove the hook. Now look at the hook insertion points for the second round. When slip stitching in the previous round, we picked up both strands of the V shape of the first stitch. The 2 strands of each V shape represents each single crochet of round 1. This entire round is crocheted by working into the 2 strands of the V shape. The hook insertion point for the first stitch of the second round is inside the stitch just slip stitched. Insert hook into each V-shape to crochet. Next, make 8 increased stitches. An increased stitch means crocheting to single crochet into the same stitch. First, crochet the first single crochet. Insert the hook into the stitch, just slip stitch to crochet the first single crochet. The first stitch of the second round is now completed. Attach the stitch marker. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The single crochet into the same stitch from an increased stitch. From the side view, the increased stitch forms to V-shapes. Complete the remaining 7 increased stitches using the same method. For the second increased stitch, first crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. For the third increased stitch, first crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The fourth increased stitch. The fifth increased stitch. The sixth increased stitch. The seventh increased stitch. The eighth increased stitch. Eight increased stitches are done. Now let's learn the methods of increasing stitches using single crochet. To increase using single crochet, you need to make a single crochet in the same stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press the working yarn down with the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face towards us. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push the loops to the back of the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn, with the hook head facing towards yourself. Wrap the hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press the hook down. Wrap the yarn around the hook once. Pull the hook to catch the working yarn. Pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. 1 single crochet is completed. Make a second single crochet in the same stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the same stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head is facing towards yourself. Wrap the hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Catch the working yarn with the hook. Pull the hook. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. This way, two single crochet are made in the same stitch. An increased stitch is completed. There are a total of 16 V-shapes in this round. Let's count them. Start counting from the stitch marker. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth stitch, the 10th stitch, the 11th stitch, the 12th stitch, the 13th stitch, the 14th stitch, the 15th stitch, the 16th stitch. The stitch count is correct. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the marked stitch. Yarn over the hook. Turn the crochet hook head downward. Touch the yarn and pull the yarn through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. Then pull tight. 1 slip stitch is completed. This slip stitch serves as a connector, and it is not counted in the stitch count. The second round is completed. The third round starts with 1 chain stitch. Then work a sequence of 1 single crochet and 1 increased stitch. Repeat this sequence 8 times. Finally end with 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain stitch. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top around the crochet hook. Turn the hook head downward. Catch the yarn with the hook head. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. 1 chain stitch is completed. This chain stitch serves as a standing stitch to raise the height for the single crochet. Do not include this chain stitch in the stitch count. Next is the first sequence. First, crochet 1 single crochet. Insert the hook into the stitch, just slip stitch to make 1 single crochet. Crochet 1 increased stitch in the next stitch. First, crochet 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then, crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. This is how it looks after completing 1 single crochet and 1 increased stitch as 1 sequence. From the side view, 1 sequence forms 3 V-shapes. Complete the remaining 7 sequences using the same method. The second sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One increased stitch. The third sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One increased stitch. The fourth sequence starts with one single crochet. One increase stitch. The fifth sequence starts with one single crochet. One increase stitch. The sixth sequence starts with one single crochet. One increase stitch. The seventh sequence starts with one single crochet. One increased stitch. The eighth sequence starts with one single crochet. One increased stitch. Eight sequences are completed. There are 24 single crochet in total in this round. Please count them yourself. After confirming the stitch count is correct, continue to crochet a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the stitch with the stitch marker attached. Yarn over the hook from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Pull the yarn through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. Then tighten the slip stitch. One slip stitch is completed. The slip stitch serves as a connector. It is not counted into the stitch count. The third round is completed.